let's look into the Tony Pollard film. And of course, last season, he showed a lot of spark. And the year before that, he showed a lot of promises. So now we combine both going into his third year. I'm just looking at it that everything will slow down for him even more. And you will see a more explosive running back. But let's not look at Tony Pollard as it relates to Tony Pollard versus Ezekiel Elliott. But let's look into this as Tony Pollard being able to complement and help out this particular team to be more explosive. Now, of course, special teams last season still was right in that middle place with this team. We really didn't have a guy that can really flip the field, but you can see, granted, with the opportunity, Tony Pollard can do just that. He can play the special teams. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. He can make guys miss. When you look at the total body of work, he can be that special guy that can help this team out in other ways, especially like catching the ball out of the backfield. You add all of those together, you will look at Tony Pollard differently and say, man, if Kellen Moore draws up more plays to complement this particular offense with Tony Pollard and have a real flow and a real vibe to things, you yourself can say to everything, man, this team can go far. But it's up to the coaching staff to put this guy in the right spot. Now, running back situations always been, how can I say this, the best way possible. Always a fan favorite of the backup. But look at Tony Pollard, the ability to squeeze and get upfield, make a player miss. That's not easy to do. And even with the shot up offensive line that we had, you were still able to see Tony Pollard make something out of it. And he can explode and get upfield. So when I look at everything, yes, he had 400 and some odd yards rushing, north of 4 touchdowns, I believe 4 touchdown rushing and 1 touchdown receiving, so 5 total touchdowns last season. And you're looking at a guy that can come in and be that change of pace back, that can explode and get upfield, make people miss. And the Dallas Cowboys got to figure out a way to utilize both players. Now, I've been banging on the table saying that, hey, Kellen Moore, he must figure this out of utilizing both. Draw up a plan. This is not checkers. This is chess now. So all of those things, putting it together, the Dallas Cowboys must figure out a way. They must. So I want to know how you guys feel about Tony P heading into 2021 season. I believe that the Dallas Cowboys will utilize Tony Pollard in the backfield a little more this season, catching the ball out of the backfield. He had 28 receptions last season, north of 120 yards. So I believe that he will increase that number. And on top of that, he had over 400 yards rushing. So I believe that that number should increase based off of that aspect that you get an extra game anyway. So I'm looking at probably 500 to 600 yards rushing. And I believe you can utilize Tony in that backfield a little bit more, Kellen Moore, and use that explosiveness. He had over 9 explosive plays that was more than 10 yards last season. Like a cannon shooting out there. So the Dallas Cowboys must figure out a way, Kellen Moore, not to poke fun at him, but they got to figure out a way, basically, to get the ball in Tony Pollard's hand a little bit more. Not to discount Ezekiel Elliott, but you put a little bit more spice into this game with Tony Pollard and use those two players together. So that's my observation of Tony Pollard from last season. Now heading into 2021, just want him to get in the ball more opportunities, and then when the opportunities are granted, you'll see a little bit more explosiveness. Now, one of the other areas would be, as well as the special teams, you give them the rock a little bit more there too. Maybe something can shake it loose from there. So those are my thoughts heading into 2021 with Tony Pollard. More touches, more receptions, more yards. He had 5 total touchdowns last season, so let's up that number. Maybe he can give us 7 or 8. Don't forget to post me your thoughts, post me your concerns down below. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys. Let's go, Tony. Let's go.